Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Trim and Tone, your strength and endurance circuit for the end of November. We've got your first exercise coming at you with your skater toe tabs. So you want to reach across the body, top that toe, come on back up, and repeat from there. Now, this exercise is meant to be primarily a cardio movement and a range of motion movement. So you really want to make sure you keep your hips back. And if you're not digging the hop, feel free to step into it. We're going to keep this going for about 25 more seconds. Try to keep that chest up, eyes down and right beyond those toes. Try not to crane that neck. 10 seconds to go, keep it moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got your side planks with a hip dip. So you're going to go ahead, come on down into that nice side plank. Rest on that forearm. Try to keep your elbow directly under that shoulder. Drop that hip towards the ground. Come on back up again. Now, if that's not for you, tuck that bottom leg low. Resting on that knee, keeping that hip off the ground. Drop it down, bring it back up. Now, keep your eyes right beyond that hand that is on the floor and just keep this moving. Now, you can stack the feet, stagger the feet so your top leg is in front and your bottom leg is behind you. But keep this going for about 20 more seconds. We're almost through. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got your push-up with a leg raise. So shake out those shoulders. You're going to go ahead, get your hands directly under those shoulders, and then drop your chest to those hands. Raise the leg at the top, and repeat. Now, if this is not for you, this very same action can be done from the knees, but make sure you roll forward, whether you're doing this from the toes or the knees, raising those alternating legs. Now, a lot of times we want to drive those feet straight up. Go ahead and kick that leg back first. Try to get it in line with that hip as you come out of that push-up. Keeping this going for 20 more seconds, almost through. Final 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we have got your Scissor Jacks. So as your hands come up, you want one foot in front of you, and then as you switch, bring those hands down. Now, from the side view here, you can see as I switch my legs, my arms come down, but if I'm not digging that hop, you can step into it, keeping those arms moving those feet, keeping it going for 30 more seconds. Now this exercise right here is meant to be a cardio burner, so you want to really get that heart rate up, moving those arms as fast as possible. So feel free to go ahead, just keep the feet moving if it bothers the shoulders. Otherwise, bend the elbows, keeping it moving. The straighter your arms, the more stress it is on the shoulders, so you can go for full straight arms, or you can bend at the elbow and try to focus on getting those wrists over those shoulders. Keeping this going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're down on the ground with your single leg hip raise. So you're going to take it down to the floor. You're going to drive that one heel into the ground and that opposite heel up towards the ground. As you drive those hips up, you want to go ahead and drive that heel out and away from the body a little bit, contracting those glutes to the very top, keeping this going for 30 seconds. Now, if you're not digging the single leg action, you can stick to both feet on the ground and just go for a classic hip raise with that drive at the top, flexing those feet, or maybe stick that leg out so it's directly in line right after you finish that hip drive to come up, pick out the heel, and repeat from there. Keeping this going for 3, 2, 1. Next up, we have got your alternating toe taps. We're back at the top. So remember, you want to reach across the body, tap the toe. You can step into this using that rear leg for stability, or you can, in fact, hop into this. Your call, ladies and gentlemen, keeping this going. Seconds to go. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got your side plank with that hip dip. Make sure you're hitting the opposite side and that elbow is directly under that shoulder. Keep those hips driven forward, shoulders back, and you drop that hip. Remember, this can be done from the knee. Make sure you tuck in that bottom leg, let that knee rest on the ground, and keep those hips off of it the entire time, just like so. Keeping this going for 20 more seconds. You're almost through, folks. Final 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got that push-up with that leg raise once again, so make sure you've got those hands directly under those shoulders while those arms are fully extended. Now this can be done from the knees with just a kickback, or you can go ahead and come up to the toes, raising that heel and repeating from there. Another option, of course, is you come up bit by bit, shoulders, knees, hips, and then to those toes. Whatever works best for you. Just keep those shoulders fresh. You've got plans for those bad boys. Keeping it moving for 23 more seconds. Ten seconds to go. Keep it moving. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back at the top of those scissor jacks. Make sure you shake out those shoulders because we're about to get them moving a little bit. Now remember, bend at the elbows if you need to, but the straighter those arms, the more intense this exercise is, staying on the balls of those feet. And remember, if you're not digging the hop, no worries. Go ahead and step into it. Raise the arms up, bring them back down. You got this. Keeping this going for 10 more seconds. We're almost through. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got that single leg hip raise. So we're taking it back down to the ground. Make sure you raise the opposite leg this time. You don't want to really have one nice contracted glute that you've been working on all day, and then one that looks kind of okay because it's been lifting you rather than just staying up there. So keeping that in mind, make sure you drive the opposite heel up. Maybe keep your chin tucked into the chest here. Keeping this moving for 23 more seconds, almost through. Now another option here, if you notice, I've kicked my leg out so it's in line with my knee. There's more of a natural position, so you're not necessarily using your quads to lift it up. This takes a little bit of pressure off of that lifted leg's knee. Either way, keeping this going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back at the top with those skater toe taps, reaching across the body, tap the toe, come on up, hit the other side, repeat from there, keeping this going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now you can hop into this, you can step into this. This is in fact your last time through. So this is your chance. If you want to step it up, now's where you're going to want to do it. Final 20 seconds. We can do anything for 20 seconds. So go ahead, drive that knee, keep those hips back, and then balance on that heel. Maybe tap that toe, keeping it going. Drive the heel back. Keep your hips square. Don't open them up. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this one's going to get tricky. We're going from one side to the other side in that side plank hip dip. So we're going to start on the one side here, shoulders back, chest up, and keep that arm up if you want to up the intensity, maybe even raise that top leg. But here's the top view for you so you can see me switch. So I'm going to start here with that hip dip, feet staggered, not stacked, dropping the hip, bringing it up, keeping this going for a little bit longer. Let's see if we can keep those hips off the ground as we rotate. And rotate to that other side. We're halfway through. Boom. How'd you do? Nice job. Keep it going for 15 more seconds. We're almost through. going for 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got that push-up with that leg raise. Now with this one, we are going to be hitting both sides, alternating throughout like we have been throughout the rest of the workout. So if you get about halfway through this and want to loosen up the shoulders, be my guest. Raise that leg, drop that chest to the ground. Keep those hips tucked in, those glutes tight, and that back nice and rounded. You want to draw that belly button into that spine. Keep this going. All right, folks, we are officially halfway through. So if you need to drop to those knees to take some of that pressure off the shoulders, you're more than welcome to. Maybe just shake out those shoulders all together and get right back to it. Final 10 seconds, let's keep it moving. And 3, 2, 1, done. All right, coming on up, we've got your scissor jacks, arms overhead, 1 foot behind, 1 foot in front. Raise those arms. Here we go. 2, 1. Five seconds to go. Final 10, keep it moving. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got that single leg hip raise coming at you. We're going to switch halfway through. I'll let you know when that halfway point comes around. Make sure you drive one heel into the ground. Raise that heel up towards the sky. Drive those hips nice and high, keeping it going. Now, as you're doing this, you want to keep those toes off the ground of that stabilizing foot that is on the floor. Drive through those hips, contract the glutes. Keep it going for a few more seconds. I'll let you know when to switch. You're halfway through. Go ahead, switch legs here. Going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, ladies and gents. Nice job. Go ahead, get that drink of water. We are going to go ahead and jump into round number 2 in a few seconds here, 40 seconds to be exact, and 10 of them are gone. So go ahead, make sure you get that drink quick. Now remember, when you're resting for these drinks, make sure you're not chugging your entire water bottle here. You want to go ahead, get a sip or two, and come right back down. Get right back to it so you don't end up chugging it and have it sloshing around. Now real quick, exercise number 1 of round number 2 are your iron legs. So you want to lunge into this and then squat. Now hips go back for each one of these. Try to keep your chest up for each lunge and each squat. But if you find that bending the knee is too much, don't forget, as you're doing these, you can keep that rear leg straight. Here we go. 40 seconds on the clock. Drop that knee, those hips, and back to it. Here we go right here. Chest up, core tight. Draw that belly button into the spine. You can step into each one of these. You can hop into each one of these, whatever works best for you. Halfway through with 20 seconds to go. Final 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got your banana holds, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to take it down to the ground. Drive your low back into the floor. Keep those heels off the ground and those shoulders as well. Draw your belly button into your spine. Flex those feet. Now, something to keep in mind, the higher you drive those heels out and away from the body, the easier this is on your low back, but it will engage your core more. Just don't bring it past that 90 degree angle. That right there is a resting position. Keeping that in mind, you can drop one heel on the floor here, keeping it right here for that elevated position, keeping your low back nice and safe. And if overhead is too much of an issue, rest those hands on those shoulders. This right here will keep them nice and safe. We've only got 7 more seconds of this, and then we're jumping in to that standing bent over IPY. 2, 1, we're up. Now from here, you're gonna go ahead, hinge at the waist, driving those thumbs up towards the sky with each one, ending with those hands right in front of that chest for that I, that T, and that Y. Here's the side view. Hips back, hands up, out to the side, and then out right in line with those shoulders. Now, if you find that's not for you, you can keep it standing upright, driving those thumbs behind you with each one as opposed to up towards the ceiling, keeping it going just like so. Final 20 seconds, halfway through. Final 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we have got your crisscross jacks. So you want to go ahead, hop those feet across the body, swing those arms across as well. Now, find the arms straight, too much on the shoulders. Bend at the knees, at the elbows here, keeping those wrists in line with those shoulders, keeping it moving. "20 seconds to go, halfway through. Final 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got your tuck jump. So you can jump, jog in place, and then bring the knees up, or you can go ahead and just bring those knees up one knee at a time, just like so. Boom, boom, and then jogging it out once again. You're not digging that hop. Boom, boom, stabilizing on that heel, getting right back to it. 1, 2, reach across the body as you do this. Try to tap it with the opposite hand to really engage that core. Otherwise, get that hop in there. We've only got 20 seconds left. Let's keep it moving. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got your iron legs coming at you in 10 seconds. Remember, step into it, hop into it, whatever works best. Picking this up in 2, 1 from the top. Here we go. Boom, boom. Drop into that squat. Got a little bit of a rotation there, so you get a nice little side view here. That chest up, core tight. Next 20 seconds, halfway through. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. We've got your banana holds, folks. Drop that low back and drive that low back into the ground. Keep those heels off the floor. Now, something you can do, you can get those hands right under that butt. This will elevate your hips and force you to engage your low abs more intensely, so you're not using your low back. Keeping this in mind, we're going to keep this going for another 30 seconds. Now you can rest on the elbows to help with that as well, to help support that low back. Just make sure you are breathing throughout. If you find yourself getting a little bit of a shudder in there for the last 10 with that exhale, that's more than okay. Totally normal. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got your bent over ITYs, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming back up to standing. Remember, drive those hips back. Bring your hands over the head, out to the sides, and into that Y. I-T-Y. Thinking to yourself, I am amazing. This totally is awesome. Why am I doing this to myself? Keeping it going for 30 seconds. Now, as you're doing this, you want to keep your belly button drawn in and try to keep your shoulders back and chest up. Now, you want to lead with your chin here. Try not to tuck it too much into your chest like I'm doing right here. There you go. Tuck it, keeping it out there. It's like I can hear myself in the future. 10 seconds left on the clock. Let's keep it moving. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bent over ITYs are done. We're at those crisscross jacks. Here we go. The straighter those arms, the more stress it is on those shoulders. So feel free to step into it, hop into it, and bend at the elbow if you have to. 35 seconds on the clock. Let's keep it moving. Alternating which arm's on top and which leg's in front. Keeping this going for 20 seconds. 10 seconds to go. Speed it up if you can. Bend those elbows. Make it quick. Short, choppy action. Remember, keep it going for 3, 2, 1. Next up, we've got those tuck jumps. You want to jog in place, get that jump at the top. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jump. Keep it going. 35 seconds on the clock. Remember, you want to bring your knees to your chest. That goes for not only your jump, but also that step into it. Bringing one knee up at a time. Boom. Now, if that means getting your knees to about the hip, that's fine. If it means getting them past the hips, that's fine too. Whatever works best for you, just keep those bodies moving. Pump those arms. You've only got 15 seconds left, and we are moving on to the next one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next up, we have got your iron legs. We're back at the top. This is it, folks. Last time through, and we are all done. So keep that chest up, step into it, hop into it, whatever works best. You can keep that rear leg straight and step into it, keeping that knee nice and safe. Otherwise, folks, we're gonna wanna hop into this and get it going. Final 20 seconds. This is it. Last set, best set effort. Let it burn. We started that fire. Let's keep it going. You're almost there. Final 10 seconds. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we've got your banana holds, taking it down to the ground. Remember, belly button to your spine, spine driven into the floor. Keep those heels off the ground the entire time. Flex those feet, keep it right here. Remember, you can rest on the elbows. If that's still not enough for your low back, get those hands under that butt. Whatever works best. Look out right above those toes. Keeping this going. Rest one foot on the ground if you have to, whichever side it is. But remember, you're halfway through, so if you were on the right side, switch to that left side. Keeping it going for 15 seconds. And 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. All right, we've got your bent over ITYs. Here we go. Shoulders back, chest up. ITY. Keeping it going. Looking good, looking good. Now remember, drive those thumbs up and above the body. And remember, if you're upright and standing, it's the same action. You want to drive those thumbs towards your back. Keep your stomach drawn in, contract those abs. Your core is everything from the top, from the bottom of your chest down to the top of those thighs. So even if you're upright standing, contract those abs, use that for support. Final 10 seconds, let's keep it moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got your crisscross jacks coming your way. You can step into it, you can hop into it, alternating which arm's on top, which leg's out in front. Let's kick this off. You want to add some power to this, get that rip action in there. Open those hands as they cross the body, and then close those fists nice and tight. Swing them out hard. Keep it going. 20 seconds, almost through. Final half. Let it burn. Almost there, almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, here we go. We've got your tuck jumps coming at you, and then we're done. Jogging in place, bringing those knees up, whether you're hopping or stepping. Let's see it. 1, 2, jog it out. 1, 2, jog it out. Maybe even go for that hop in there. Bring those knees up. Make sure you round that back on the way up there, tucking those knees in towards that body, whether that is just keeping them in line with the hips, whether that is just getting those feet off the ground and tucking those knees real quick, or bringing them as high as the chest. You got 20 seconds to go. Feel free to up the intensity and the frequency of those hops. Final 10 seconds. Let's go. Boom, boom. Let's go for 3 this time. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Final 4 seconds. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, that's all we've got for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and music. This week's music was done by Patrick Patrickos. You can find him on YouTube and the track list in the comments. This workout was designed by, edited, performed, produced, and directed by yours truly. As I said before guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and if anything, don't forget to like and subscribe on this very YouTube page. If you want to hear the method behind the fitness, feel free to check out my podcast at Nerd Coaching, wherever you listen to podcasts. And remember, slow down if you have to, speed up if you can, but never, ever